Welcome to the Don Vic Show.
Anyways, I had to handle some business, and then I went to I went to the crib. I popped me a Celsius, and I had a shower because shit. You want it? I got it. Dripping like water. You want it? I got it. The only time I'm ever early is at the airport. You know what I mean?
Cause that's money you spending. Yeah. Yo, it's Don Vic, and on today's episode we got
PartyBoy Bebo.
DaDonVicShow, Aguanaga.
Let's redo that.
Yo, it's Don Vic, and on today's episode we got
PartyBoy Bebo.
DaDonVicShow.
How we doing today, guys?
I'm feeling amazing, bro.
Feeling great.
You know, I got 10 fingers, 10 toes. My mama alive, my daddy alive. Victor, DaDonVicShow, Dream Team.
Know it. How you doing today?
Doing great, baby.
How's that? But why is that? Like, what makes it so great?
Man, spent the day with the family. Was watching football. It's just blessed day.
Oh yeah.
Fresh haircut yesterday, so I was looking good all day. I already knew that, so got no reason to complain.
For your needs, for your haircut needs, this man right here. And for your legal plant needs, this man right here with the greenhouse. You know it. You know what I'm saying?
The best pharmacist in town.
Whew. You know what I'm saying?
I let him speak for me.
You don't gotta speak. You hear that. You know that. Listen to it. But
water tastes so good sometimes.
Too good. Is water wet?
Huh? Yeah. No, that's water for sure.
It's wet?
Is it wet?
Yeah.
Is water wet?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's dripping.
I don't know. That's a tricky question. I mean, water can make you wet, but I don't know if water's wet. You know?
On to the next one. Alrighty then. Can you tell us a bit who you are and a little bit about yourself?
My name is David. You know, they call me Bebo. I'm Puerto Rican. I think I'm handsome. My mom tells me I'm handsome. You know. Nah, but I'm a family man or family orientated man. I'm a barber. I cut hair. I get people right. You know, I boost them up the scale. I love boxing. That's my favorite sport. So, I chose that as my activity to stay active. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was born in Chicago. Came to Sheboygan when I was like 4. Then I learned English. I'm bilingual. Speak English and Spanish. You feel me? But yeah, I'm 23 years old, 23 years young,
Yeah.
You're young if you're alive, you feel me? But yeah, that's me. Hi.
How was your childhood growing up?
It was smooth, like every other childhood. Majority of childhoods. There were some tough situations, but ain't no beautiful story without struggle. So,
Right.
My childhood wasn't perfect, but it was perfect for me, for sure.
What inspired you to become a barber throughout your whole life?
I just love being neat, and just it was so satisfying just seeing people's transformation. And I used to watch a lot of barber videos when I was young. And I remember in school, we got like these tablets for the first time. That's when school started using technology like that. And kids used to get in trouble for watching, they used to get in trouble for, that's going to get cut out. But anyway, kids used to get in trouble for playing video games instead of doing their schoolwork at school. Me, I used to get in trouble for watching barber videos. I just always had a passion for it, and I just felt like I understood like how to cut hair right away. So you know what I mean. Straight up. I picked up a pair of clippers and I liked it. I made people feel good, so I like that, and it makes me feel good, and it makes me look good.
How old were you? Yeah.
I was 14 years old. It's so crazy because I'm 23. So like
10 years now.
Yeah, I could say I've been cutting hair for a decade. I'm an OG. I'm a veteran. I'm a young veteran.
I can tell.
Hey, I mean, shit, it speaks for himself. Both of them, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it can't get any crispier than that, to the point where you can get cut by touching it, type shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how crispy it is, doggy. How was the road to the level you are right now of success?
It was smooth. It was very natural. You know, there was some tough situations, but like I said, it was natural. It just takes time, day by day.
And back to your little barber journey. In the beginning, did you have any bad haircuts?
I never like fuck somebody up or like, all right, bro, you can't go outside. You know what I mean? But I mean, they definitely weren't what it was today.
Right. Was it? Did you always want to become a barber?
Actually, my dream was always to become an actor.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, you still 23 years young, dog.
Nah, for sure.
Ain't over yet.
Right.
It's only the beginning.
We gonna get there.
You know what I'm saying? Did you go through any obstacles becoming a barber?
Yeah, for sure. You know, at first, I started at 14. I worked at my first shop at 15.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, just being young, people walking in, like, this little dude gonna cut my hair? What the heck? But it was always nice, like, you know, actions speak louder than words. So it was just always nice. I'll do my thing and then just see, like, the reaction after. They're always so happy. And then, like, oh, yeah, no, you got me right, you know?
I feel it.
Trust is earned, and it was a quick way to gain their trust.
Good. So now on to my man, David John.
All right.
Can you tell us a bit of who you are and a little bit about yourself?
Man, I guess, yeah, I'm a husband, I'm a father, business owner, and that's primarily my life. That's what I take care of most. That's what I dedicate most of my time to. And yeah, businesses. I have a Boost Mobile store and the Greenhouse. Greenhouse, the CBD store on 8th Street, and we have one in Plymouth as well. So, like I said, that's pretty much what I dedicate my time to.
And can you tell us a bit about your journey on becoming a business owner of certain business?
Yeah. So I actually, man. So I guess there's a backstory to how I got to where I was even before I became a business owner. So
If you want to go back, you can go back.
all right. So
However deep you want to go.
all right, man. So yeah, back in like 2017, I made a real bad decision one day and got into a really bad car accident. I got hit by a train, an Amtrak train. So it was going 79 miles an hour. And I don't remember the day. I don't remember, but by the police report and everything, they said that I tried to go around the gates. I was late for work, tried to go around the gates, and ended up getting hit somehow by the grace of God. Survived, but ended up having some really bad traumatic injuries.
Right.
Yeah, I had to flight for life to the freighter hospital. Shout out to the freighter for keeping me alive. That's really the only reason I'm here talking to you right now.
Right.
So yeah, I had a long journey in recovery from that. And that's how I ended up stumbling upon CBD to begin with.
Right.
They wanted to give me a lot of the opioids or painkillers and stuff right off top, like, and that stuff was like making me a zombie. I didn't like the person I was becoming. Didn't have an appetite. It was all cranky. And then mother-in-law suggested I try out some CBD.
Right.
So I ended up having CBD coffee. My wife would make it for me, and I started having better days, better mornings. To start off my day, and that's getting your foot or starting your day off on the right foot.
Right.
That was an important part for me in my recovery and getting my. So I said I had really bad brain injury from the accident. So the CBD, it was proof to me that this stuff actually works. It's not just a lot of people were snake oil or whatever.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't just like the get high stuff. It was like damn CBD
medicinal
itself. Actually worked. At least for me, and that's what got me more interested in finding out the full capabilities
Right.
of, everything that plant has to offer.
If it's all right, what type of injury did you sustain from the accident?
Man, so I had a level 8 traumatic brain injury. My head was like, my wife will tell you, it's like probably 5 times the size of what my head is now. I got a big head as it is. Yeah. So it was pretty deformed. And,
right.
And I told you, man, I don't know. I don't know how or why I'm still here, but I am. So I don't mind telling the story about it. And I broke something in my neck, my vertebrae. Broke my collarbone, all the ribs, and yeah, I don't know. Somehow lived to tell about it.
Right. How long was your road to?
I mean, I'm still on it
recovery?
right now. Every day, I'm I'm doing, whether it's exercises, stretches,
Right.
physical therapy. I still have issues, so I had it's called the brachial plexus injury. So I just got limited movement.
Okay.
In my arm.
Right.
When I got out of the hospital, they told me, a lot of the doctors and people that I talked to were like, "Oh man, your arm it is what it is. You're not going to get it back."
Right.
And for me, that's always been like, when people tell me I can't do something,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
So slowly but surely, when I first got out of the hospital and I was back home, man, my arm was just like this, and I couldn't actually move it. It was just there.
Right.
And now when I talk, I can talk, move my arm, and like if I don't tell you that this is what happened or that I've got this limited range of movement, most people just wouldn't even suspect anything about it. But I had a couple scars and stuff. There's some telltale signs that something happened.
Something
but
happened. But
Yeah.
it's up to them if they want to ask,
Right.
or they just want to be like one of those people that just stares.
Yeah.
So are you from the area, or did you come from the
So
surrounding?
I was born in Fort Worth, Texas. My dad was a sergeant in the Air Force, and that's where I was born.
Right.
And we ended up moving back to Elgin, Illinois. That's where the majority of my dad's side of the family's from.
Mhm.
So lived there for a couple of years, and ended up moving here in I think '92 or '93 when I was like 7 years old. So
Right.
I started first grade here in Sheboygan, and ended up graduating from North High. So yeah, it's pretty much where I'm from.
Right.
where I've lived my whole life.
And since we're talking about Sheboygan, how do you guys feel about Sheboygan?
Man, I mean, I like the city, man. There used to be a time when I was a little younger and stuff. I was like, man, fuck Sheboygan or whatever, because you would go to Milwaukee or you would go to like these bigger places and be like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
But over time, realized that Sheboygan's not too far from any of these places: Chicago, Milwaukee, Green Bay, Appleton, whatever. So it's a short drive if you do want that, that nightlife or whatever, the city life. But for living and day-to-day life, I love Sheboygan.
Yeah, no, Sheboygan's definitely beautiful. Ain't no traffic, and it's pretty safe compared to other cities. It's still growing. The city's behind compared to other cities, but I love Sheboygan. It got its beauties. It's smooth. It's clean. You know what I'm saying? Them big cities, they dirty.
Yeah.
Me, I live in Chicago right now, so I kind of come out here every 2 weeks to cut hair. So it's kind of nice to have that little balance. Sheboygan's definitely peaceful. It's what you make it. Just as humans, we feed off each other's energy, and it's kind of gloomy out here. I'm not gonna lie. So like people's moods don't be the best, and so people are a little down. But yeah, we just need a little couple touches and stuff like that. Bring a little more activities out here and just show people the positive side. That way, what I'm saying, people walking around with a big smile,
Right.
and then the next person smiles.
That's
Boom, boom, boom.
infectious.
But yeah.
And back to your road to recovery. After all that, how did you manage to just continue the life you had prior? How did the injuries affect you in that way?
So, I mean, I never got back to the life that I had prior. It was kind of like life changed real quick for me.
Right.
When I say real quick, it was just the the day-to-day responsibilities. My now wife, she put the team on her back. Between we got 2 boys, and at the time, there was like at least a year I was unable to work.
Right.
So she was literally just putting the team on her back, taking care of the family, taking care of me, the boys, making sure everybody was good. So I wouldn't have been able to do any of it without her.
Right.
And yeah, it just took me about a year and a half to get to that point where I was able to get back to adapting to the real world. I had to go through cognitive therapies where it's just getting my brain to be able to do things like be able to turn doorknobs
Right.
and put a key in. And it's just simple things like making sure that stuff was reconnecting again. And yeah, it was a process, but I mean, I had good people in my corner. Like I met David when you were 15.
Yeah. 15.
And from the day that I met this guy, he's just motivated me and told me things and let me know basically my capabilities are unlimited regardless of what I've been through, regardless of I can do what I want to
Right.
do. And he always inspired me because that's how he lives his life. And I see that and I'm like, why not me too?
Right.
So
Yeah.
I just apply that in my recovery with therapy or when I'm exercising, doing workouts.
Whenever you're in a funk, what helps you get out of it?
Man. I said I got good people in my corner. I got one of my good homies, Anthony Flores. Shout out to Anthony. Because if I'm having a bad day, I can shoot him a voice memo or a voice message and be like, hey, dude, this is what I'm going on. Da-da-da. He's a motivational guy. He's, I don't want to just say a life coach or put a title on him because he's like a fitness coach, a life coach.
Right.
He does,
all the above.
Yeah, he does a lot of good things, man, and great things.
A good, genuine person.
Right, that's what I mean. So if I'm going through a funk, I got good people in my corner, like I said, David, where I could reach out to him in the same manner, a voice memo or whatever. Just, if I'm low on love that day, it's all love right back, and just those little reminders you got with your homies, your boys that, support you and on your goals, trying to get to where you're at because they're trying to do the same thing. So,
It's supporting one another, not letting someone just be down and you see them,
No brother left behind.
Exactly. David, Bebo, did you have any support from your family and friends, or did you have more support from strangers in your road to becoming a barber?
God works in mysterious ways. They both play parts, cause so basically, like, me and my dad, we got a really close relationship, and the only time I got haircuts was when I go to Chicago. So when I was 14, me and my pops kind of fell off, just me being a kid and making some wrong decisions and him being upset. But I was like, damn, I need to get crispy. I'm looking bogus. It's about to be my first day as a freshman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, nah, I can't go into high school like this. I grabbed the Gillette razor and lined myself up. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in a way, we fell off, but that pushed me to, to actually try something. Sometimes we might not try something unless we had no choice.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so, we ain't talked, but look, God works in mysterious ways. We ain't talked for a fat minute. But, in this situation, all my friends in school that couldn't afford haircuts let me, like, practice on them. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And just, just better my craft. And then after, me and my pops, I want to say, like, 8 months, me and my pops, we started talking again. We got on good terms. I apologize. And listen, errors are only errors if they're repeated. You feel me? You can make mistakes. It's just how you go about it. But, me and Pops got cool again, so that love built up. And one of Pop's friends, really good friends, shout out Abel, Uncle Abel, he was gonna have a barbershop, but it didn't go planned. So he had a whole bunch of barber equipment in his crib, or no, in his garage.
Right.
And then we went over there, and he told me he told my uncle Abel, yo, my son cuts hair, and Abel was like, I got a whole bunch of barber equipment in the garage. Come check it out. And it was a whole bunch of barber chairs and mirrors, barber stations. He's like, take it all, take it all. I'm like, I don't know where to, take all this shit, but I'll take one set, you feel me? And that's the barber chair you guys sat at, that setup that I had in in Miles' basement.
Yeah.
But basically, so my dad's support came back, it was just both. Like, God will give you what you need when you need it. Not what you want, but what you need. So, yeah, they, family played a part. I'm not going to lie, though. There's been a couple times my lovely mother would get upset because, I get out of school at 4 p.m. and I be booked up, so I'll cut kind of late. You know what I'm saying? Turn the fucking music down! You know what I mean? But, at the end of the day, she loved me. It was bedtime. I'm over here young as hell, having strangers at the crib, just fading them up. But yeah, most definitely. But yeah, family and a little bit of everybody.
Who were one of your first you can call clients?
Jesse Montalvo, my brother. He was one of the first. He's probably the head that I've cut the most. Because this man would not get haircuts since that day, unless it was me. And I'm talking about he will go fat minute. He went to a barber here and there like twice, when I moved or whatever, or when I wasn't around. But yeah, Jesse Montalvo was probably one of the, main ones. Then my boy Tyson, and then Garrett. Yeah, but I gotta say Jesse. I gotta give it to Jesse.
Yeah. For sure. When you started cutting hair, did you think that was gonna be like your main career?
So when I started cutting hair, I definitely did see potential. I'm like, there's something I'm good at. Like a barber. We all walked into barbershops and like, damn, they kind of, they live. They're working, but it's a little more free. It's like a therapy session. You chilling. It seems. It's not easy, but it seems easy. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like, okay, I could see potential in this, so might as well, just see where it goes. But I just kept looking at the next step. So, just getting better day by day. And I ended up here.
At what age did you start boxing?
All right, so check it out. I first walked into a gym at 6 years old.
All right.
But boxing is a sport you got to be consistent. So if you go to the gym once or twice, you ain't used to box. You put the gloves on, you ain't used to box. You fought your friend in the backyard, you ain't used to box. You know what I mean? Like, that don't count. So I've been consistent with the sport about 2.5 years. So basically, like, I'm 23, so like 21. I start competing at 22.
And how's competing going?
It's pretty good. My first fight, he was there. Bro, I mean, I sparred, I trained and everything, but there was no adrenaline like that. I'm 21, Wisconsin Golden Gloves. I fought some dude that was like 35. He had interviews and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But that man could crack too. You know what I mean? Girl bad strength is a thing. But, I really wanted it. I did my thing. I ended up getting the W, and it made me feel great. Just like I said, the adrenaline was just crazy. My oldest brother used to box. That's who inspired me. And after the fight, I'm like, bro, how do you calm this shit down? He's like, well, I was standing up. He's like, just sit down, bro. I'm like, okay. Sit down. Davijon, he had like some wine, champagne or something. And he was like, hey, bro, the bottle's for you. I'm like, bro, I never felt like this in my life. I don't know if I should mix liquor with this adrenaline right now. You know what I mean? But, yeah.
Will you have an upcoming fight anytime soon?
So, amateur boxing, there's fights every weekend.
Right.
All over the place. Right now, there's no set day. But I'm staying ready. You know, I'm still in the gym every day, staying in shape, running my miles in the gym. You know, that way you stay ready so you don't gotta get ready.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go back to the old days. Where did the Putin jacuzzi and the Baja Pante come from?
Puti and jacuzzi, Baja Pante. So I'm Puerto Rican. You know what I mean? I'll go to Chicago, just catch the lingo, you know, from uncles and cousins and just friends out there. Yeah, and then when I go back to Sheboygan, you know, they like it was okay. So like I just registered in my head. So basically, like for a word, you know, a girl who's been around type stuff. You know what I mean? People would say like, "Oh, she a thought, she a bop." Out there, the word was puti. She a puti, a traga. You know, traga leche. You know what I mean? So I'm registering in my head. So naturally, when I have a conversation with somebody and I'm trying to explain to somebody, you know, somebody, hey, bro, you know about this girl? You know what I mean? She hit me up. I'm like, that's a puti puerca. You know what I mean? So then, you know, it just kind of, you feel me? Then just joking around with the friends, you know how we be, and I just, you know, just came out one day, putis and jacuzzis. You know what I mean? But I'm a one woman man, by the way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
You're a loyal man at
Oh,
that.
most
What's it called? Where did you start cutting?
Where?
Yeah.
My mama's bathroom on 12th and Broadway.
Yeah.
1627 South 12th Street. You know what I mean? That was the old crib. So much history. If I ever get rich, I want to buy the house. So whoever lived there, you can still live there. I just want to buy it. You know what I mean? Touch it up, give it some love. You know? Put a picture on the wall. That can't be removed. That's the only deal. If you want to live in the house.
That being said, you said you are living in Chicago now. What made you take that leap of faith on moving back there?
So, I always had a passion with boxing. You know, I started cutting hair at a young age, and you know, people would tell me, "Hey, bro, keep cutting, keep." You know, I'm like, life's short. You know, it's all about balance. I'm like, the money's gonna always be there. You can always make money, but you can't bring your time back. You know what I mean? Time is the most expensive thing in life, and I just wanted to build my legacy. So I decided, well, right after high school, I moved back to Chicago. You know, I went to high school out here.
Yeah.
I moved back to Chicago. I started boxing. COVID happened around that time, so it never happened. I'm like, anyways, so COVID happened and everything is shut down in Chicago. Sheboygan was still somewhat normal.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm 19. I'm like, man, if I can't box or whatever, I might as well just go make money. I could live by myself, you know, and it just sounds nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I live by myself. What? You know, have my own groceries, snack cabinet.
Oh.
You know, that's what I'm saying. So I moved back to Sheboygan. I did exactly that. Snack cabinet, all that. And then, you know, as life went on 2 years later, I just felt like I was at the same spot. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you know, God, when it's time for you to move or adjust, God won't let you be comfortable with your situation. And that's when you know you gotta, you know what I mean, on to the next. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I'm living by myself. I don't got no kids, no commitment. You know what I mean? Pops is by himself in Chicago, feeling a little lonely. I'm like, I can always get this crib back. You know what I'm saying? It's materialistic.
Mm-hmm.
So I moved back to Chicago, you know, and my goal was just to create memories with, you know, my dad.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we only got one pops, one moms. Gotta love them. And so I moved back by my pops, and then I was like, you know what? I could start boxing now. You know what I'm saying? It didn't happen when I wanted it, but it could still happen. You know, what's that saying? I always say, a story only ends if it don't continue. You know what I'm saying? So
There
like,
you
boom, I moved back to Chicago, and then you know, just building my legacy. It's been going good so far. I feel like I'm progressing in life. I feel good. You know what I mean? I'm I did things I've always wanted to say I did, and that way when I'm an old man, I could look back and tell my grandkids, like, yeah, that's your abuelo right there. You see them abs? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, your abuelo had them hands. You feel me? Not that old man like, ay, se me rompió el dedo. I broke my thumb. I could have been in the major league. You know them old people. We all know them old heads that said they could have been an NBA player or whatever. So I don't want to be one of those, So yeah.
So you're a singing artist. You're a barber. You're a boxer. How do you manage to put your mind to every single thing?
You go with the flow. My brain be thinking fast as hell, as y'all could tell. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, start right here, I start over here, I do this. So, life goes up and down. It's like a heartbeat monitor. And I'm like, well, if I'm making progress in this right now and I can't do shit about it,
right,
might as well do this. If you already washed the dishes and your floor is dirty, mop the floor. You feel me? And now, boom. And then while you mop the floor, you might having a snack or some shit, then you get a dish dirty. Then you go back to the dish. So, I'll go to the gym. I'm boxing. If I'm not boxing, I'll be in the stool. Pocoto, basically like that. If I'm not in the stool, I'm in the barbershop cutting hair.
Right.
I just follow the lead, whatever I feel like is right in that moment. Day by day, I'll ask myself and I'll tell myself, what would be a good idea? Oh, this would be a good idea. I just go like that,
What made you find your flow?
Music?
Because you can do your singing, or you can do your fucking reggaeton,
the dembow, and then I could go to the hip hop. So I originally started, so basically in the beginning I freestyle with my homies, know, and then it would just kind of like build up, where I'm about to start freestyling, and my homies know, like, at least one cold bar is going to come out, like, oh, wait, hold on, this nigga Dave about to say some shit, you feel me? So then, that kind of hyped me up a little bit, but I like to do things a little different and throw my own sauce to it. So, everybody, like, around here done hip-hop or, rap or whatever. So, I found out what dembow was when I was working at a Dominican barbershop. When I was like 16, they was playing it. I'm like, damn, this shit, pocoto, it's catchy, it's rhythm, it's lit.
Yeah.
You feel me? It gets you going type shit. And then I'm like, what if I do like some Ingbo, English dembow? Do like some English dembow. And I'm like, dembo's usually in Spanish. So I'm like, what if I rap in English? That way, like, I expand it to another crowd.
Right.
You know what I mean? Other people can understand it. And I'm like, yeah, I could do like English, a little bit of Spanish, whatever comes,
Right.
And then, so I started doing dembow, made a couple songs like that. And then, when I make music, it's about what I'm feeling in that moment. And then, god damn, that Celsius fucking me up. So when I make music, I go based off like what I'm feeling in the moment, and then so yeah, when I started dembow, I was doing dembow like, all right, I want a fast beat song, then I would switch to the like R&B hip hop type, I fell in love, I guess, you feel me, and then I'm like, might as well do this. Hold up, it came out the heart. I heard this beat in from high school. I had this beat from high school, bro, and I just always used to like try to freestyle to it because it sounded cold.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was one of them like Lil Mosey type beats, and that's what everybody used to freestyle to back then. So then, when you know how you can like something on YouTube and it'll pop up on your likes.
Yeah.
So, about a year ago, I was in my fields. You know what I mean? And then I went back to that beat. I'm like, oh yeah, it's lit. I'm feeling it. I met my lady down in Utah, so on my way back from Utah, I was like feeling some type of, I want to write a song, because, my lady and her friends, they was fucking with my music.
Yeah.
So I'm like, this could be a way where I could tell her, like,
yeah.
So then, anyways, I on my plane ride back, I went on YouTube. I found that on my lights, that beat from that I used to listen to in high school. I'm like, the license is still available. So when you make a song, you gotta buy the license. You know what I mean?
Right.
If you want to be legit. Anyways, I saw the license was available, and then I just started writing to it, and then it just kind of came out naturally, So yeah, boom. Then that happened. I surprised myself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
And then yeah, different versions.
How do you fit cutting and still like being able to run and go to the gym all in like 24 hours, like without getting, like you said, like you said yourself just right now, like you just got done chugging a Celsius. Like, besides that, like how do you do it?
Discipline. You gotta make it a habit, and you gotta ask yourself, like, what do you want as your label? What do you want people to know you as? And I like to walk the walk. You feel me? And so once again, that's the beauty of Sheboygan. Everything's in a shorter distance. So when I'm out here, I could do all that. I usually start off with my cut. My cuts are scheduled like at least 1 hour a duration time. So like some cuts I'll finish early, and then I'll squeeze like a run in between, like a cut or something like that. Or if I wake up early, I'll definitely go before I start cutting hair. And I always end my night with going to the gym.
Right.
Oh
yeah. What can you say about toxicity in the family?
Damn, you saying my family toxic? I mean, I'm a big believer. You're born with blood, but family is created. You know what I mean? There's some blood that I'm really close with. But, I met some friends that just became, family.
Yeah.
And, God will guide you. Some people are in your life as a lesson to teach you something. Some people are there to be with you forever through the whole road.
Season, reason, or lifetime.
Exactly. So, like, I just don't deal with it. I just don't deal with it. I'm the neutral one. You got to be smart. And if somebody does something to you, it's really your fault because you opened up. You gave them that option to.
You're
so
allowed.
Basically, like, if you got a cousin that steals and he stole from everybody and you're trying to help him out and he's staying at your crib and you in your head, oh, he won't steal from me. Then one day he steals from you and you're like, why the fuck he steal from me? You slept on my couch. But in reality, well, nigga, you knew he steal.
Right. You knew this was going to
On
happen.
my mama, so why you let him sleep on the couch next to your bankroll? You know what I'm saying? Or your little ashtray with roaches on it. And the nigga steal a roach.
Right.
Anyways, yeah, I just, try to put myself in a good position so things don't happen.
Do you ever feel like family can ruin certain things in your life?
If you allow it to, because at the end of the day, I just want genuine people around me. So,
right.
If you fuck with me, you fuck with me. If you fuck with me, you're gonna understand me. So, like, if somebody that's, family or whatever does some bullshit, don't label me as that bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't do that.
Yeah.
You feel me? So, like, I be to myself majority of the time. You know what I'm saying? And, yeah, so if you fuck with me, you fuck with me.
What motivates you, my guy?
Man. Since, we had talked about the accident, what motivates me is just, I live 24 hours at a time. And when I wake up in the morning, that's the motivation, is that when I was on that road to recovery and first came home from the hospital, the first time I actually came home from the hospital. So I ended up checking myself out of the hospital early because, like, I couldn't sleep. Every time I would get a chance to go to sleep, these nurses would come in. I mean, I'm not mad at the nurses. Shout out to the nurses, the healthcare. We have a healthcare workers discount at Greenhouse. We love to take care of the healthcare workers because they took care of me.
Right.
Again, so there's a large part of what I do couldn't have done without somebody else along the way.
Right.
But either way, these nurses would come in and they would wake me up.
Oh.
And so when I would finally
wake
start,
you up how?
They would just to make sure I was okay because of the head
What, they
injury and
touch?
shit. No, they would just like wake you up, like
Your
you know,
shoulder? They
yeah,
touch it?
yeah,
Okay.
just touch
So
your
they
shoulder.
basically wouldn't let you sleep.
Yeah, just when I would finally like,
I
man.
thought you was just attracted to the, you know what I mean, and the nurture region.
Oh no, man! Like, yeah, it was wild. So I ended up checking myself out. I had to like sign a bunch of papers.
Right.
I couldn't get nobody to come get me. My pops wouldn't do it. Couldn't get the woman to come do it. They were like, "Oh, I'll stay in the hospital." So I called my boy Nanner. Again, Nanner's one of my guys. He's one of these day one dudes that's always looked out for me, had my back. So when I texted him that I needed a ride from the hospital, he didn't hesitate. Just like, "Yep, I'll be there." So next thing I know, I signed the paperwork. Bro, I ended up I took a cane because, bro, I was all fucking wrecked after the accident. But I'm so prideful, whatever. I walked out of I wasn't going to use no wheelchair. I walked out of the hospital.
Right.
It's like almost like a football, I got to
Right.
walk this off. And I ended up putting a cane, like, in my sweatpants, bro. Because, yeah, when we got to the parking lot to where his car was, I was like, all right, the show was over. I ended up putting the cane down because like walking was such a
Pain.
It was a pain.
Yeah.
So, yeah, get in the car. I ended up passing out like 15 minutes into the car ride home, and get to my house. Took like I don't know, probably 15 hours. I went to sleep because I finally got to sleep,
Right.
and I woke up from that, and that's when reality kind of sunk in. So, like I said, there's a lot of times I would go to sleep, bro, and didn't know that I was going to wake up.
Right.
And now that every time I wake up, I can't waste it. I don't like to waste it. I do the best I can to maximize whatever time. And yeah.
Because like it's true when they say like when you're like got a severe concussion or just a severe brain trauma that if you go to sleep like you can end up in a coma.
Mm-hmm. So that's the thing. So I was like basically dead for over a day. I was in a coma, brain bleed, yada yada. So that's they told my pops to basically start planning for my funeral. And,
Oof.
yeah.
Oof.
So again, thank God that.
Psych, my boy ain't going nowhere. I need him. I need him.
Yeah, I mean.
Shit. I'm about to cry. Hello.
That was some shit, dog.
Yeah, it's crazy stuff, man. But again, it happened for a reason. Like things, it's crazy because the way my life was going at the time, or whatever. Like it's crazy to think back that getting hit by a train was one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Right.
So,
do you say your previous life was bad?
No, it's not that it was bad. It's just a lot of things and opportunities and stuff. Maybe they would have presented themselves, but they wouldn't have presented themselves the way they did this,
Right.
And like I wouldn't have met the people that I met. I wouldn't have met them how I met them, and I don't know. So when I say it like that, it's just I wouldn't go back and change anything,
Right.
with how it turned out. So
I seen this one saying. It says that God doesn't give you what you deserve; it gives you what you work for. And I'm not saying that you work for your injury,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's like in my way, you work your way through your recovery. You work through your way through your obstacles that
Yeah.
when you face through all that, and to still manage to come on top. Whether you're not at full capacity, you're still managing to still be on top. Whether you're not there, your mindset is like I'm on top though.
yeah, oh yeah.
Like,
So it's from the mindset. It's just I'm looking to be better than I was yesterday, and like when I look back, like 7 years, it's just a simple fact I can do things. When I first came home, man, I was like 145 pounds. Like I lost a shit ton of weight. Now I'm back up to like 188.
right,
I just back to somewhat again normal.
right,
And it's gonna be one of those lifelong things for me is to try and get whatever mobility and
Right,
range of
right.
motion and everything. I want to maximize that and find out what I can get back for it. So
How long did it take you for you to be able to drive?
like after the accident again,
Yeah.
I didn't drive for a little bit. Man, maybe it was like 6 months or something like that. My pops or my now wife, because we weren't married at the time of the
Right.
accident, so yeah, those are the two people that would drive me around to like my hospital, doctor appointments. I didn't
Or
have
errands.
anything to do, so
Right.
yeah.
And how was the were you like traumatized when you started driving again?
Nah, so it's crazy, bro, because I literally don't remember
None of it.
none of it. I went to sleep and woke up, and the next time, so I went to sleep, and the next time I woke up, I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
And what the, and things attached to me, beep, 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 whatever. And I'm like, what? And then, why am I here? And then,
Were you mad?
no, maybe, I guess. Like I said, it was kind of a blur, bro, because
It's just confusing.
Cause yeah, opened my eyes and like it was like seeing the white light thing, and I'm like, what? And why am I here? And then they told me what happened, and I was, shut the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You thought you was dreaming or
No,
something?
like yeah, this is crazy. No, shut up. And I didn't. Then pulled up on my phone, or they pulled up on their phone, whatever. Nah, you did some really dumb shit, and yeah, I ended up having to accept that. And it took me a long time to not hate myself.
Right.
Because I've never done some shit like that. Like, I mean, I've done some reckless, some crazy shit, like, but never anything like life,
Right.
like threatening like that. So I don't know what came over me or what. They said that's the story, man. But
Right. If you don't mind by asking, did you face any criminal charges?
I didn't. There was just I did get a citation for passing the gate.
Right.
But that was it.
Oh, that's shit.
Yeah.
All I can say is it could have been worse.
Yeah. So I mean, it could have been worse. Glad that it wasn't.
Oh yeah. What's your biggest inspiration?
Man.
What or who? Whichever.
I mean, it would be family. My family, providing for my family. Just my boys, my wife, just being able to go home and look them in the eyes, and they got what they need. They got what they want. I can't get them everything just yet, but
Right.
yeah, making sure they're good, they're content with where they're at in life.
Oh yeah. What's your take on marijuana not being legalized in Wisconsin?
I think that we're really behind the times when it comes to whether it's decriminalization, legalization. We got Canada up above us, we got Michigan, we've got Illinois, Minnesota, and however many other states that are at least decriminalized or have a medicinal program across the country, and we're still putting people in prison or jail, felonies. Yeah, so I really do think that it's really outdated. It's been that way for a while. We keep hearing that we're going to get change. Evers ran 2 governor campaigns talking about legalization, and nothing's happened. There's been no anything.
No push. What's that one saying? It's about not saying it, but not, or like enforcing it, saying it, but not enforcing it.
Yeah.
But I hear that in Madison you can consume and possess up to 28 grams.
Yeah, that's an ounce. Yeah, which
That's-
is that's
DaDonVicShow,
more than fair.
I think you need to run for mayor, bro. You would just look badass in a suit, right? Just smile
Yeah.
at the camera, you know what I mean? I'll vote for you.
All right,
Why not?
maybe.
Why not?
Upgrade the city, bro.
All right, maybe.
Hey.
You heard it here first. Down Vic, campaign manager.
Come on with it. What's your goal to be an advocate for marijuana?
I mean, I don't necessarily have a goal as much as just for me. That's why I was able to get this into. We did with the greenhouses. It's not work for me. It's a
Something
lifestyle.
you like, yeah.
It's so that's what the goal is I'm able to share my preferences, what I like, what's worked for me, or what's worked for other people. Share that with you. Share that with you. Share that with anybody that's willing to come into the store and interact with me. So that's for me is the goal. Is to just spread my influence, and I also learn from a lot of other people too. That's one thing. That's one nice part about having the business model the way it is, people come into us with suggestions, or hey, this is what I've seen somewhere else, or this is what I've had. This, are you able to get this on your shelf? So we're always taking input from the people that we're here to serve, basically. So.
Oh yeah. So back to you being a business owner. So what's your store called?
It's Greenhouse CBD, Greenhouse CBD vape and dispensary.
And where's it located at?
501 North A Street here in Sheboygan. It's like right across from Legend Larry's or Olive on the corner of 8th and Penn.
And I'm not asking every single product, but what are the main ones you really do products that you sell across the whole store?
So we've got a wide variety of things from the vapes. We have edibles, whether it's gummies. We've got caramel chocolate popcorn, cereal bites, Rice Krispies, cookies, gummies, chocolates, suckers, caramels. We've got THC and CBD drinks, seltzers, sodas, waters. We've got tincture oils, massage oils, CBD salves, balms, roll-ons.
That man got it all.
Well,
Everything.
then we have all the accessories, whether it's Puffco or we have Luca's, you name it. And that's the one thing, like I said, is if there's something that we don't have, you can always come in and let us know that, hey, this is what I prefer, this is what I saw at this other place, whatever it might be. So,
But it's rare that you walk in there and won't walk out with something, or you walk in there and they don't got something you need.
something to catch your eye or something you didn't know existed or was made like this or in this quantity. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I did try some flour from his shop, and let me tell you, I did his job. It helped me because I have some lower back pain, and I had my fair share with the other stuff, but with this stuff, it actually did help. And also with that gummy, I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping, and that thing, I'm talking about, that shit put me on my ass.
He got different gummies too.
That's the thing, yeah.
To sleep, or if you need a little bit of energy.
Yeah, that too.
And then he got them CBD recovery cream, like is a lotion.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
You tried that before?
Yeah, bro. I be sore. I rub that mug on.
Mm-hmm.
That rotator cuff thing. Put that mug on. Start throwing my right hand. Bah! You know what I mean? That boy
Pop that
came
motherfucker.
out. Damn.
Yeah.
No, but it's good.
Oh yeah.
Matter of fact, next time my girl rub my back, I'm gonna tell her throw a little here.
Cheers.
Go ahead.
Un poquitito.
Just a little something.
So, how was it in the beginning of you opening the greenhouse?
Man, so when we first opened up, it was a lot of slow days. Honestly, we were still figuring out what we were doing. The industry had just, with the whole legalization of it, the industry was still just kind of figuring itself out. So the hemp products and just the quality of it in the very beginning, the hardware, for the cartridges, it was rough.
Yeah.
The cost of stuff was through the roof for it wasn't the best product. So we've come a long way in the last 5 years,
Right.
With the level of flour and vapes and like I was saying, the drinks and everything that we've got now. It's been a night and day difference, and it's been really cool to see from the beginning because we didn't always have the best sales days, and then so we opened in 2019, and then obviously COVID happened.
Right.
So we
took a hit.
Yep, we had to take a hit because unfortunately, around here at least, CBD store wasn't an essential business like a
Right.
bar.
Right. So you couldn't do that PPP loan or
Yeah,
whatever it was.
Well, I couldn't do nothing.
Yeah.
The store just was closed. So yeah, it was just one of those tougher times that we ended up getting through. And then thankfully it was a month. I think after the first month and a half, they kind of changed the law or whatever, or changed the rule, and we were able to open up again. Just had to have again limited interactions, but yeah. And we were doing delivery. We did delivery for that entire month and a half when the store was closed. It was just you know what, delivery. People would call, and I would just go drop this off to you then.
Get out of the way, lady. We're trying to drive here, man.
So that's the thing is, I'm gonna find a way, man. Like if,
Oh yeah. Do you yourself? You say you do use it for medicinal purposes, but like, what's your favorite thing from your store?
man, right now it'd be, well, it depends on, if we have some stuff for topical. So if I have some neck pain, we have some CBD salve from Great Lake Connoisseurs. Stuff is just otherworldly as far as just the results. Takes a little bit, rub it on the neck or your back, and it's almost like nothing's there. Didn't happen. You're able to manage to get through the day a lot easier. If I want something to kick back and relax, we've got this flower from High Hippie. I love rolling stuff in my cone. So smoking flower is probably my favorite.
Right.
My favorite way to
Let me
consume.
just say, any like skin product, it smells good, and anything you eat or consume, it tastes good.
Yeah. So it's passed through, the personal taste test. Most everything that's been in the shop, I've tried myself because I'm not going to sell you something. I'm not going to put my own body. I'm not going to tell you, oh, but you do this. Nah, I'm not going to do that. So instead, there's a lot of things that in the store that went through pretty much a rigorous taste or personal taste test or.
Right. So people, if they ask for about a question, if like how this is, you can at least say it like,
yeah.
I tried it, so I know.
I was about to say that too. Like he just has amazing customer service skills. Like he'll guide you through everything. You'll walk in there, like what you. Oh, I want to do. I want a pre-roll. Oh, well, look, check it out. This. You grab something that look convincing. It's like, that'll be okay, but this would be the. You feel me? This right here is what you need.
Oh, I know.
You'll be satisfied.
Hey, no, I was satisfied. All right, he persuaded me. I was like, I want that. All right, and I want this. And I want that. I was like, damn. And I mean, it wasn't luckily, but like luckily, I left a few things that didn't get checked out. So I was like, whew, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. And that was just my first time, and I was just like more of a like I was just looking. I was just like, I looks appealing right away, I didn't actually
the
like
presentation.
Yeah,
is crazy
yeah.
Everything just
And-
look. You want to buy the whole store.
Yeah, man, it's like, and this is why I only buy a certain amount of money for this reason, because I know myself, and then one thing that turns to five things turns to 20 things, and it's like
See, and that's the thing. It's not just me there. We got a great team. People that work there. Whether it's me or my partner, a couple employees that we have, and then the place out in Plymouth, shop out in Plymouth. Got some great employees. The girls out there. It's not just me that does this. It's
Right. For sure.
Attitude.
Right.
That's how we built the team, and like that's why they're on the team is because they can interact and pretty much give a similar, not the same experience. That's what's everyone brings their own unique talents and traits to the table, but they get a similar experience. It's not night and day. When I'm there versus somebody else being there. We have knowledgeable people there, and we have people that care about what they do. Care about making sure that you're getting what you're looking for.
That's why people love you, because you're so humble and you give people their flowers.
Yeah, I was just saying that. What's the name of your shop in Plymouth, or is it the same thing?
Yeah, the Greenhouse Dispensary and Vape. So yeah.
And what's the address of that one?
That one is.
Just Google
it's
it and pull up.
No, that one's 105 East Mill Street. So we have 501 here in Sheboygan. It's 105 in Plymouth. So it's right downtown next to the Plymouth Tap.
The address will be on the bottom left of the
Stay
screen.
tuned for that. He's gonna put it in there.
I got you. You ain't gonna have no type of excuse on why you can't find it, because it's right there, baby. You know what I'm saying? How does it feel being your own boss?
I mean, it's cool. That's the thing is, being your own boss. So I kind of, you got to fill in the gaps. You got to work when
you don't want to,
or when that's the cool thing about the team is they have a real life too, or family, or want to go on vacation. Yeah, so if they want to do that, or they have put in, and I need off, or people get sick, people have other things that they have to tend to outside of just work. So sometimes that means I have to do more. Where just is what it is, though. So
right, sacrifices the business in order to have to take sometimes.
Yep. I I don't mind it. And like I said, being able to meet other people, have interactions that lead to me having this here with you.
Right.
It's just I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Right. But that being said, it has given you more opportunities to spend more time with your family. In a way.
Yes and no. So now I'm able to at least kind of tailor my schedule.
Right.
To be able to maximize the time with the family.
Right.
When now I have 2 boys, they're 12 and 13. My wife, she's really busy woman. She takes care of the family. She has 2 jobs. She's an instructor at it's called State. And she's an instructor over there, and in addition to her role, it's like a global trade coordinator with Rockline. So, yeah, she's a very busy woman. I said she put the team on the back for a while, so that's where it was, imperative for me at one point. That was my inspiration. When you asked for that,
mm-hmm.
That was one of my inspiration was to pay her back,
right?
Let her know that hey, you can kind of chill out or go do some things that she enjoys. This state, this workout. She's like a workoutaholic,
right?
So,
ain't nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do, then and if you're not forcing her, I mean. That's her passion.
Right. That's what I mean. I don't have to beg her, ask her to go do that.
Right.
So yeah, go on, baby, go work out.
Oh yeah.
Stay tight. I have no issues with that.
Oh yeah. Because you do CBD, hemp, and THCA, right?
Yes, absolutely. THCA.
And so that being said, if THC were to be legalized, would you try to have a dispensary, like a legitimate dispensary,
so,
if there's opportunities?
So yeah, if there's opportunities, obviously you're going to look into what opportunities would present themselves, but there's just so many variables, and what the law would be, what the regulations would be, the zoning. There's just taxes. There's just so many things that are unknown, and we would just have to wait to see what all of that looks like before. But yeah, if there's an opportunity to, then yeah, I'd love to be a part of that.
Smack that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. When you were creating your store, how did you put it around your life, or did that for a while become your life?
So that for a while just kind of did become the life. We're invested in the idea of it, making it happen. So I said, thankfully I had my wife who was able to kind of basically carry the team when sales weeks weren't the greatest,
right?
Or I was not getting there. When you're a business owner, there's times you don't pay yourself until you got to make sure the employees are paid,
right?
And yeah, there's a couple weeks, couple months, whatever that would be the case. So I said, just real fortunate that I had a partner. I have a partner that was able to carry more than. It wasn't always just 50-50. Sometimes 80-20, 90-10, depending on the week or the month. So she did that, and mostly with no complaints, or and that's how she ended up getting the ring.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Anything you would like to say to upcoming entrepreneurs, or just anything you would like to say to just tell the people just not doing like reckless driving, anything like that?
Oh man, so yeah.
The car guy.
That's the thing. So yeah, I tell you, be safe, because I try to, I drive, I have fun. I try to have fun, just do it in a safe manner. And as far as the entrepreneurs, well, if you got an idea, if you have, belief, if you have, actual plan and foundation to build off of, then don't let anything stop you. There's a long list of people and doubters when we first opened the business. Like I said, with the greenhouse, CBD, it's fake weed, it's fake.
Right.
Don't do anything.
Right.
It's stupid. And then here we are. Like I said, a long time later, with 4 or 5 years later, get a lot of those people now that come in and realize, like, oh man, everybody's kind of doing this. Everybody's at least trying this out, or finds something that kind of works for them as an alternative of having to go to Michigan or Illinois. And That's the thing. Illinois has like the biggest scam of all because they sell THCA flower like we do here in Wisconsin, except they tax you with like 6 rows of taxes and charge you, $80, $90 for a 1 gram cartridge.
Yeah.
And it's the same stuff that we have here. They're selling you hemp THC.
Yeah.
No, it's cannabis. They don't have them. So if you go to Michigan, that's actual medical marijuana,
Okay.
or just rec marijuana. But
Right.
Illinois is cannabis. They don't have
Hey,
marijuana.
you heard it here first.
There's
If y'all
a
didn't
difference.
know, now you know.
Sorry to break it to you, but Illinois does not have that gas. Michigan, if you go to Michigan, then yeah, you're probably getting that pie out.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. One time, was it?
That do make sense though, because not to cut you off real quick, but what he's saying, because Chicago they still do have a lot of street pharmacists with dispensaries open.
Because I did for my birthday. I want to say like 2 years ago. I went to Chicago for the day or two, and we started at a dispensary, and you get a discount for your first time.
Mm-hmm.
With that fucking discount, we got 10 grams for $160.
That's what I'm saying.
Hallelujah.
And like, don't get me wrong, like we got rifao, but like it wasn't to the point where I'm like,
right.
I feel like an airhead, like, you know what I'm saying, with no air, you know what I'm saying. It was just like it was. If I'm gonna spend 160, I wanna feel deflated.
Yeah, I feel you.
I wanna feel like.
You want to feel like, you want it, I got it, dripping like water. You want it, I got it, dripping like water. You want.
So something like that, at least, goddammit. I'm paying that much.
Right.
Because, I mean, shit, Michigan, I heard, is super affordable.
Oh, they're like giving it away up in Michigan.
You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
hearing, man. There's a couple times I want to make a trip just to go see what it's about. Just got to find the time to do it. But yeah.
Yeah, because that 2-hour drive, I mean, I'm not saying that's a lot, but.
It's not a lot. It's just a matter of
matter
finding
of
that time.
Yeah.
Because it's a 4-hour drive when you go there and then back. And then
just spending your time there.
Yep. So.
I mean, Greenhouse got what you need.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm
Hey.
saying. But I just like supporting the industry in general, and
Yeah.
it's a nice drive,
experience.
something to
An
do with the
experience.
woman.
I still never been out there.
That's what I mean. I haven't been up there like that, so just something to do. I like going to drive with the woman.
Right.
She enjoys sitting passenger princess. So.
What type of car do you have?
I have BMW. It's a 5 Series. Yeah, I like driving, and it's a lot of fun. I like a lot of mods.
I was gonna say, I know that ain't stock because I be hearing them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else you would like to say to the world?
Man, put me on the spot. I don't know. I guess just keep it real. That's all I can say is keep it real and do things with love. You put your love out in the world. Hopefully it'll bounce back to you. And even if it don't, it's still not a reason to not love. And you can't stop hate with hate.
Right. Most definitely. And one last question: what was the proudest moment of your life?
Proudest moment. Dang. Proudest moment up until now. I mean, so just first thing, there's a couple things that popped through my head, but the thing that'll stand out most, I guess, would be there's a picture I have on our fridge, and it's of me with my wife and Jordan and Luciano as my 2 boys, and we're jumping over the broom at my wedding. And yeah, that was when we all tied the knot, essentially. So jumping over the broom is like the African tradition
right.
of, when you get married, and we all did that, and we're all midair, and photographer caught it like that. So that's probably my proudest moment. Would be when we became a family.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
That's crazy because I just said, I was like, yes. And then you just start talking about you know what I mean? I knew it had to do something with them.
Yeah.
And yours? What's your proudest moment? Up to date.
My proudest moment. That's tough, I've accomplished a couple things in life. My main goal in life is to make my parents cry with happy tears. But I feel like my proudest moment is still to come. It'll probably be like when I got my own family, wedding or something like that. You know what I mean? But as right now, it's hard to choose because they're all like on the same level.
Right.
You know what I mean? But graduate high school, winning Golden Gloves, winning all my fights that I competed. By the way, I wouldn't graduate without this man, bro. He used to pick me up every day and take me to school, bro. Like damn near every day of the school year. But anyways,
Yep.
yeah.
What we had to do though, I dropped my boys off, make sure he got, if he needed something, then he had it. So
Yeah. What was the biggest leap of faith, like going for the biggest risk you didn't think like you were able to succeed in it, but you still took it?
You know, competing in boxing, before COVID, when I first went to the gym, it was like I had like 20 some fights canceled before my first fight. So it was like a lot of like, damn, I've been training, I'm putting in the work. Like, what is it? Like, am I not ready? Like, am I not good? You have that self doubt. But then, after my first fight, like I remember waking up that same day, like, man, I hope nothing goes wrong. I hope I get in there. I hope I'm able to. I want to see what I'm about. Like, I'm confident in myself. I'm sparring and stuff like that. I'm making progress, but yeah,
only one way to really.
I didn't like. You never know until like you're in there.
Yep.
Things can happen in a second. I mean, one punch could change. Like, you have this boost of confidence. Then you're walking, or right before your fight, you're like, damn. What if this nigga knocks me out in front of everybody? You're like, what if, you know what I mean? You're thinking all this shit. Then it's like, no, you're Bebo. Woo, you've been training, you working. Then, go in there and do it. One thing about boxing that I love is it helped me battle my anxiety. Sometimes I'll have anxiety or just be like too questionable in the moment. Just like, oh my God, am I doing the right thing? Like, what's going on? Yeah, like just running so many thoughts running in my head, dealing with the nervousness. It's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And after every fight is like, damn, I did that shit. Woo, I got it done. I did good. You know what I mean?
I was freaking out for no reason.
Yeah, bro. Like, it wasn't as bad. And actually, like, big risk equals big prize. So, like, jumping in there, taking that big risk. Yeah. Good things happen.
No risk it, no biscuit.
No risk, no biscuit. How do you feel about people not acting their age?
Me, I'm not perfect myself, so I don't try to pay attention to other people or judge them. But, as a natural human being, people will do things, and it's just like, what the fuck? But, I mean, shit. I look at things like, all right, somebody does something that's off. I'll be like, all right, well, I'm not going to get mad at them, and I'm not going to judge them. I can't get mad at somebody because they ain't blessed with the mindset I got.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Right. What's your biggest day-to-day challenge?
My biggest day-to-day challenge is, I'm not going to lie, bro, like, not in a negative way, but I do think of death. Like, at the end, we're born to,
We're born to die.
Yeah, everything is temporary, so it's like, yo, what people say about me, like, I got to make the best that I can today, so, my biggest challenge is showing the love that I want to show, like, did I show enough love?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, did I tell my mom I love her? Did I make her feel good? Yeah, did my brother, like, who could I have called today? You know what I mean? I'll randomly call somebody that I haven't talked to in a minute. Like, yo, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I like that. Would you stop cutting hair if you had a great opportunity from, like, dropping hits or dropping bodies in the ring?
I'll always cut hair. You know what I mean? Now, if I'm busy with something else or, like, if I get another opportunity, I still come back and do my community D's. Right now I come every 2 weeks. If it has to be every once a month,
So be
I'm
it.
gonna do it. If it has to be,
They're gonna wait for you, dog.
yeah, a week out of the year. You know what I mean?
If
But
we gotta
like,
drive down to you, I'll do that too.
I love it, bro. And if anything, it will just open more doors. Like, I like acting or I like boxing.
Right.
People need haircuts. So the dude next to me, like, hey, fam, like, if I got one of my guys and we fight on the same card, you know, hey, fam, I need a cut. Bet I'm gonna cut myself up. I'll cut you up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna always cut hair. I want sons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, gotta get them crispy.
A question like I asked David John, when you're in the funk, what are a few things that will help you get out of them?
Like I said, I'm not perfect. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. I be spazzing out. You know what I mean? Like, I be preaching like, don't let 2 minutes ruin 24 hours of your life. Something happened to me, I'm like, man, fuck everything, man.
All
Fuck.
right.
You know what I mean? But I separate myself because I know how I could get. You know what I mean? I'll distance myself. I'll take a break. I'll correct myself before somebody else gotta correct me. You know what I mean? So like, I'll just take my time. I pray a lot, you know, and I'll just leave it in Jesus' hands. And you know, eventually I get back to me, and yeah, I'll poke my head up. Hey, hi, you feel me?
So back to you said you will be cutting hair. Would you ever think about opening up a barbershop?
Yeah, for sure. Definitely want to open up a barbershop eventually. It's just God's timing, but I really love where I'm at right now. You know, I appreciate Mama Heather and Vaughn. They're the owners of the salon. It's just
Moxie, we love Moxie.
those names. There's a lot of definition because I have a lot of love for them. You know what I mean? And it just goes way back. You know, yeah, they're amazing human beings. But you know, I like where I'm at. It works right now, and it's definitely where I need to be right now. You know what I mean? But definitely in the future, you know, if I have the opportunity to grow and have a barbershop in Sheboygan and bring that city vibe out here, and also too, I bring barbers out here, as you guys know. You know what I mean? And I book them up. So like, if I could give other people an opportunity too, you know what I'm saying? I'll bring them out here, yeah, because this city needs barbering. There's enough money for everybody, so ain't no point into hating on the next person or competing. You know,
there's over 50,000 people.
Yeah,
in Sheboygan.
The goal is collaboration, and I be booked, bro. So I want a couple other people that's, you know, making bread too. Everybody's making bread. Everybody's eating, and you know what I mean. The community's happy. Everybody's getting their cuts.
Right.
Nobody's disappointed.
Crispy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, you know, if there's 5 of me or 5 other barbers that cut, you know, pretty good, and somebody's having a rough fucking day, and they need a haircut, they haven't booked an appointment, there will be a higher chance that that person walks in and is going to be able to sit down, you know what I mean? Best days happen unexpectedly, and sometimes I have cancellations, and people would, you know what I mean? They'll take advantage and get that spot, and I'll cut them up. But I would like for that chance to grow a little more. You know what I mean? You never know who you're going to meet. I'm a big believer in you haven't met everybody you're going to love. Whether that's a kid you're about to have, a new family member that you never met before that you're about to meet, a new friend that's going to come in your life. You haven't met everybody you're going to love. You know what I mean? And all friendships, all relationships start somewhere. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. How did the name PartyBoy Bebo come up?
So, you know me, I get goofy sometimes. You know what I'm saying? COVID happened.
Right.
And I had my government name on all my social media. You know, and during COVID, I was like, let me hop on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? Make a little TikTok. You feel me? And I start making a couple of TikToks. They start blowing up. I'm like, David Joseph Roman. Like, that's just too long. Like, that's just not a influencer or social media name. So I'm like, I gotta do something, you know what I mean, different. And my nickname is Bebo because I'm the baby of the family. So everybody calls me Bebo. And one day, it was the Lyrical Lemonade, you know, like that
Yep.
big ass concert in Chicago. Tyson was, with me. We were staying at my pops, and we was getting ready to go see. It was Lil Uzi,
Mhm.
and I'm like, hey Tyson, get a video real quick. We in my basement pre gaming, and he takes a video. He's like, is your favorite partier, or no? I said, he takes a video. I said, is your favorite partier Bebo? And I always knew like just Bebo was too short. So when I saw that video, I rewatched the video and I saw that. I said, is your favorite partier Bebo? I'm like, partier Bebo, PartyBoy Bebo. Yo, PartyBoy Bebo, that's it. And I was like, it do not matter. Touch your savage, burn on vanity, she call me daddy. At the Lil Uzi concert. And I'm Tyson, nigga, I'm PartyBoy Bebo, nigga. I love to party. My parents met at a club. You know what I mean? So I'm PartyBoy, and parties don't always gotta include liquor. That's where people get shit fucked up. Party to me is like a gathering of, the times when people is happy. You know what I mean? Yeah. A party is a time and a place where people go and they loosen up, and after that party, when it's a success, they're like, damn, I needed that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's when you lose.
Mm-hmm.
You see oh my God, haven't seen you in a minute. Yep. You feel me? Like things like that. So I'm like, I'm PartyBoy. PartyBoy Bebo. Yes. And it just came out like that. You know what I mean?
Can you tell us a little bit about El Sitio?
El Sitio. Oh, man. Araña, I love you. Araña is the owner of El Sitio. El Sitio is this nightclub. It's a Dominican nightclub in Chicago. On Pulaski and Potomac. So, when I told y'all earlier, I worked at a barbershop at 16. The barbershop was right next to El Sitio. And, the barbershop and the club was owned by Araña, this Dominican dude. One of my dad's great friends. My dad and him are close finger into now. So since they was close, he was like an uncle to me. And, he respected me and loved me, not just because I was my dad's son, but because of who I was. Yeah, and he made me feel that. So I just always had that attachment with them. And, I grew up pretty fast, so, like, I was always around older people. And after the barbershop, I'm like, we'll go to a sitio. You know what I mean? That's how it started. That's when I got introduced to that bowl. I started learning how to dance bachata. And I feel like I'm great at bachata. You know what I'm saying? But el sitio is a big part of who I am today.
Right.
You know what I mean? The culture in there, the food. Pica pollo. I love me some pica pollo with salami and the totones. You know what I'm talking about? The mayo juice and the mayo ketchup.
I remember we were there for my fucking
bachelor
party, man.
Yeah.
Man. That shit was fire. I was fucked up. And I just remember that shit sobering me up. I was like,
yeah, it's just a great place. You got good music, good vibes. You know what I mean? Beautiful people, good food. Like, what's better than that? And the music just vibe. I love me like what they play there. You know what I mean? They got the dembow, then they got the reggae. So you got some Murder She Wrote, Murder She Wrote. I know so girl. Her name is Maxie. But yeah, it's a vibe, bro. You feel me?
You dropping any singles or project anytime soon?
I do have some unreleased songs. I just feel like I'm a very in the moment vibey person, and some of the unreleased songs are like when back in my party days, I like kind of just
stepped away from the scene a little bit.
Naturally, not in a bad way. Yeah. I still like to hang out and stuff like that, but not as consistent as I used to. You know what I mean? But as of right now, there's like no dates or anything like that. But some days I just wake up like I want to do this. Call Roger. Shout out Gonzalez Visuals. He's the videographer. I'll hit him up like, yo, bro, I want to shoot a video. Mm-hmm. Hit up AQ. Shout out AQ. That's my engineer. That's where I record all my music. I'll hit him up. You know what I mean? And book a studio session and go make a song and then go drop the video. You know what I mean? Invite all you guys. You have a good time. You'll hear me.
Do you believe in self-sabotage?
Yeah, for sure. Like, there could be moments in life where you just catch a pause or you're just twirling your head. For sure.
What motivates you?
Um, just waking up every day. It's already a blessing. You know what I mean? As soon as you open up your eyelids and you're able to see, smell, feel, walk, all that, that's already a chance for an opportunity. An opportunity to have a great day. You know what I mean? With just the simplest things in life. Telling your parents you love them, calling the loved one, chopping it up, making some jokes. And yeah, so just not taking things for granted is what motivates me. I just feel like it's more of like life just be humbling me, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot, so the more you try to understand this life stuff, it'll humble you, and it's just like, all right, I just gotta do this.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Who and what is your biggest inspiration in life?
Who and what? I feel like everybody plays a part, in my life. Like everybody just got something that just touched me.
Right.
You know what I mean? Or I'm where I'm at today because of that. My dad, he's like an alive angel, man. He just got a spirit of gold. You guys met Victor before. My dad motivates me. You know what I mean? Just cause he came out here at a young age, not even in his 20s, and he never finished 7th grade. And for him to have what he got today and be the man he is, stuff is like ain't no excuse at all. And that right there just very uplifting and inspirational. My mom, she, you know what I mean? She's had a lot of tough situations in life, but for some reason, like she just overcomes it all. Overcomes it all. She's a very strong woman, and my life I ain't never experienced the things she experienced. You know what I mean? Where life could hit you with low blows. And if she's still standing up, what's my excuse, bro? You feel me?
Right.
Also my big brother, I can't forget my big brother Gordo. You know what I mean? He's like another father figure. He's been there in situations where I didn't have anybody, and he's always stood there for me, and he's always been like the head honcho of the family of like showing love wise,
right,
with the heart and being present.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which is very important, and just overall a great person. So like having them 3 people in my life, like it's like a battery. You know what I mean? For your phone, bro. They recharge me, and then everybody else, you know what I mean? Like, I'm about to cut your hair. Someone's like, oh shit, I'm about to cut Victor. Like, we go way back from fucking.
You're on days.
Yeah, where my crib burnt down. Like, you used to live down the block, and we was little. Remember, I got the PS3, and the whole neighborhood was playing in the crib.
Having boxing matches in the backyard and shit.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, then, my boy Davishon, like I said earlier, he took me to school every day, and I be thinking about that shit. He's a genuine dude, so he's just like, oh, yeah, whatever, you in here, I got you. You know what I mean? But that shit.
Great person right there.
I'll be walking to school in the blizzard if it wasn't for him, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, yo.
Remember I picked you up on my bike and sometimes with
the
pegs?
With the pegs.
I used to bike to South, and I was like, he's walking. I was like, hop out real quick. Yeah. Drop him off around the corner on 12th Street, where Street Monkeys was or is.
Yeah, man, bro, I get there early and I can eat breakfast. You know what I mean? Days is fucking amazing, bro.
Yeah. What's your purpose in life, or what do you believe is your purpose in life?
I feel like my purpose in life is, just to do whatever God destines me to do. Obviously, I feel like I make people feel great and feel good. So I feel like I got some, cheer this person up. Show love and there's a lot of things I'm meant to do in this world. And as I wake up, you know, I'm gonna try my best to achieve them things and do them things. Just ask God to guide me, and you know, I just follow His lead, and whatever's in front of me, I'm gonna try to, you know, treat it the best I can.
Right. What makes you so unique as in the barber skills? Like, what makes people keep coming back to you? What is the point of a haircut for someone coming from you?
I mean, it's a lot of things, you know. I'm good at what I do, but also my character. All my clients, I got a beautiful relationship with them.
Right.
It's like
It's
we're
more
kicking
than
it, we're
just a
catching.
cut.
Yeah, bro. Like, how you doing? Like, how you feeling? Deep conversations, hugs, bro. You know, sometimes my clients will go through a tough situation.
Try to get off their chest.
Yeah, bro. You know, I'm here for you. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, and I met a lot of great people, and you know, that's why like I don't know if I could cut I could maybe cut at another place, but I always come back because, like I said, I got a relationship with all my clients, so I miss them. You know what I mean? Like when I make my schedule, it's like a fucking dream team. Like, yo, I'm cutting this person, this person, this person, this person. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's just dope, bro. You know, I feed off everybody.
That's what's dope. It's like meeting other people at the shop too. Like I said, when I'm there to meet a cut, oh man, he's in the chair, and we get to chop all three or whatever, and then someone's coming in. And when I'm done, and it's like I ain't seen you in a minute.
Yo, everything's authentic. You know, it's no fake. Like I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like there's some people I just like, hey fam, just find another barber.
Yeah, don't even.
Your energy is just off. You know what I mean?
That bad?
Yeah, like, you know, I'm just not trying to deal with, like, okay, we got a disagreement, or if you come at me some type of way, like, bro, you no need. You know, okay.
Aggressive.
Yeah, or, like, you know, things will happen in life. You know what I mean? Sometimes a client will come late. Sometimes there'll be a no-show. I can't trip. Things happen. Sometimes things will come up with me. I'll come a little late, or I'll be a little behind. Like, you know, if you don't understand that part of life that things happen, like, I just can't be around you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, I wish you the best. God bless you, but I just don't want that energy. You know, it's not even about the money now, fam. Like, you know, the money's going to come. It's just, so that's what it is. You know, it's very authentic, and I got a relationship with everybody, and there's no fake shit, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
things balance themselves out. Like when you was talking about you run late sometimes, like there's times you'll hit me up like, oh man, I can get you in early. You know what I'm saying? So things balance themselves out.
Yeah.
You know, like you was talking about, God's plan, God's time.
Exactly. And if
I'll be tripping about that.
You get a haircut, you ain't got shit to do after the cut, and I ain't got shit to do, and we haven't ate. Shit, let's go eat before or after. You feel me? Like,
nah, gym or something.
Yeah, bro.
Anything else you would like to say to the upcoming artists, any upcoming boxers or upcoming barbers?
Don't give up. You know what I mean? If it was easy, everybody would do it. Bro, just keep trying things out. You got an idea in your head, put it out. Do it. You know what I mean? You don't know until you try. So just keep going. Shit gets tough. If life knocks you down, get your ass right back up. You know, you got 10 seconds. You don't got to get up right away. You know, just get up at 9, and life ain't over, and keep going. You know what I mean? Finish some rounds. Just like that, bro. Just keep doing your thing. You doing great. You just trying. That already is a lot. Some people won't even attempt things.
Right.
Yeah. And don't worry about what other people think or say, because we're no better than nobody. Right. I'm a barber. You know, he got his CBD shop. Vic's a podcaster, and there's so many things about Vic. He need to interview himself, bro. But basically, like, there's something you know that I don't. Yeah. There's something I know that you don't.
Right.
There's something he knows that we don't, and we know something he don't. You know what I mean? That's what makes the world go around. Mm-hmm. The barber needs the doctor needs the roofer.
Everybody.
See, I always got this thing. It's like our differences are what make us all the same.
Exactly.
Like, our unique talents or skills and abilities. Like, that's it. That's what makes us all the humans that we are. We're all one just collection of cells, and floating through the universe on some fucking crazy star, 400,000 miles an hour, bro. So, don't take this shit too serious.
Anything else you'd like to say to the world?
I love you guys. You know, God bless you guys, and I hope you guys do everything you want to do, and you guys reach the dreams. You guys wake up and do the things you dreamed of. You know what I mean? And just be yourself. Keep going. Keep going. And
Just
also
don't quit.
call your loved ones. Call your loved ones. Life's short. Hug the person next to you. You feel me? Like
Let
this.
them know you love them.
Like this. You know what I mean? And that's it.
Oh yeah. What you guys got planned for Thanksgiving?
I have no real plans for Thanksgiving. Not gonna lie. So the shop is open on
Oh,
Thanksgiving.
shit.
We're gonna be open from, I believe it's 11 to 4.
Okay.
So
Pull up and satisfy your family.
well, the reason we decided to be open is one year we had the phone just blowing up off the hook. We get a lot of people that come in from out of town, whether it's
Right.
Illinois or Michigan, whatever, and they, oh man, if I got to go sit at the table with Uncle Ronnie or whatever, I need me some gummies to be able to get
type
through
shit.
that
Yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
Or I want to give my grandma a gummy, she needs to chill the fuck out type shit, or whatever. So
Abuela, toma,
whatever-
quieto, dulce. You know what I mean?
whatever it might be, or sometimes they want to introduce the family to, something like, my uncle was talking like he wanted to try this stuff, so yeah, grab some gummies, and he loved it,
Right.
and whatever. So we're gonna be open. So yeah, I'll be doing that. Probably go see my wife's family when we're done, whenever I get done at the shop. But nothing too crazy. We don't do too much for Thanksgiving.
Ain't no better feeling than also too like you whipping something out with the loved one at the family function. They're like, oh, you got that for us.
Oh, you the
You know
plug,
what I mean?
bet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Over yourself.
My plans for Thanksgiving is to create beautiful memories. My plans for Thanksgiving is to create beautiful memories. And just enjoy my time with my loved ones, my lady, moms, pops. Eat a lot of food. You know what I mean? Just munch on and just have a great time, bro. That's it.
Can you both tell us something that you are thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for you guys. I'm thankful for the people watching, whoever took the time and watched all this. And I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving. Because this podcast would be perfect for like out of towners that are coming in, and they got a long drive. Throw this mug on. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for everything, man. So just the experience, going back to what we were talking about before, I'm thankful for the good, the bad, everything that's in between, because the bad, you wouldn't know the good if you didn't have the bad, vice versa. So I'm thankful for everything, like I said, all learning lessons, experiences, try and get better. That's the ultimate goal. So.
Right. Anything you guys like to say about people who don't really have loved ones to celebrate Thanksgiving with?
Man, you got to find a way to love yourself.
Don't give up. I know life can be tough. And, like a day like today, you're probably like, damn, I miss these days. Or, I hope you heal from whatever you're going through and whatever situations that you're dealing with come to an end. The bad ones. When I get settled in, I promise to do something for you guys and feed y'all. If you're someone I know and the holidays kind of tough for you, hit me up. I promise it can stay between us, but I want you to at least be fed. And I'll tell you 3 words: I love you. You feel me?
Yeah. One thing I like to say is for the people who had lost a loved one in the past recent year, and just know you're not alone. It's okay to feel. It's when people say it's gonna get better, it doesn't get better. It doesn't get easier. You just get better at learning how to cope with things, and that's all that happens with that. So that being said, if you feel like you're alone, shoot me a message. We'll work something out, whether it's me giving you a plate or you coming over to my parents' house. Whatever the case is, just know you're not alone. This is the open invitation to anybody who sees this. So therefore, please reach out, because no one deserves to be alone on this day, whether it's today, tomorrow, yesterday, don't matter. No one deserves to be alone. So therefore, like I said, reach out.
Also, the people that got places to go, don't take it for granted. And hug everybody there real tight when you see them.
Anything else you guys like to say?
Happy Thanksgiving!
Happy Thanksgiving. Go Bears.
Go Pack, go, baby. That's all we got for today. This is the Don Vic Show, and this is Don Vic, and this is
PartyBoy Bebo.
Davijon Aguanaga. Catch us at Greenhouse.
y'all have a great night. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Don Vic out.